Coach, season's coming up soon. How do you think the boys are looking so far headed into the first weekend of competition?
Yeah, we've got such a senior-laden team that I feel like we're looking pretty well right off of the bat. We've got so many guys that have contributed so much to the program over the last 4 years that are going to play a big role in our success this season. So when you got a big group of seniors like that, things can start to come together a little bit quicker. So we're definitely not short on experience this year, especially at the offensive end of the field.
Outstanding. Any major differences between this year's team and last year's team?
I think one of the big differences this year, and one of the big voids or holes that we're going to need to fill, is going to be leadership at close defense in losing, 4-year starter Matt Macario and losing our starting goalie. Those will be the two biggest question marks heading into the season: is how quickly does the defense gel and leadership at that end of the field. But right now, Corey Luby on close defense has stepped up and is doing a real nice job, and Joe Amsler's always been a capable and able starter for us. Had just been playing in the backup role for 3 years, but will step into a starter role this year. Those two and the way our defense comes together will be a critical piece of the puzzle that we need to continue to solve as we get ready for our opener.
You mentioned a couple key pieces right there. Any other strengths this season, and then any areas you identify as room for improvement?
Well, I think that WJU lacrosse fans will be impressed with freshman Jack Brandenburg has come and stepped in pretty nicely as a young player, somebody who's coming from a really well-coached high school program and just very fundamentally sound. He's someone that people can expect to potentially see step in and contribute right away. And certainly at the offensive end of the field, we'll have 3-4 year starters pretty much at attack and a lot of returners at midfield. So people can expect to see Brian Frank and Landon Del Prince and Sean Wright and those guys on the hopefully on the score sheet game in and game out as they have the last few years.
Any other first-year players that guys should keep an eye on?
Jack is definitely one that is proven to be ready to play. That's Jack Brandenburg. Joe Wright is competing right now to play and possibly fill in some minutes at attack in midfield. Everybody else right now is continuing to fight to earn their playing time. I mean, we return a lot of players, so you probably won't see any of those guys compete for starting roles outside of Jack Brandenburg.
Taking a step back, looking at the conference as a whole, who do you think will be the sleeper team in the conference this year?
I think Lindenwood's going to be a team that continues to improve. All the teams that have kind of finished more towards the bottom half of our conference, I think, are getting better and better. You're going to see Alderson Broadus, you're going to see Walsh, and you're going to see Ohio Valley continue to improve by leaps and bounds. But I think that a team to watch this year for sure is Lindenwood as they continue to develop and improve as a program and bring a whole lot back.
Only 4 teams of the 8 in the league will qualify for the postseason tournament. What do the Cardinals have to do to be one of those final 4?
Last year the key was the matchup between Wheeling Jesuit and Lindenwood. So, as I just mentioned, they're going to be a team that's improved. That's going to be, I think, a critical matchup in terms of what teams make the NCAA tournament. So by all means, the ECAC tournament. So by all means, that Lindenwood game has got the potential to be a real important one.
And then not just the conference games, but all games as a whole. Any you've got circled on the calendar as one you're looking forward to most?
Well, the season opener, or the conference opener, is at Lindenwood on a Friday night under the lights, and going off of last year's schedule and the way things shaked out last year, I mean that's going to be a huge matchup. I think all of the guys feel like they didn't play so well against Seton Hill and Lake Erie last year. I know that they're going to be having those games circled as well as games where they want to prove themselves and earn more respect than they did last year against those two teams as well.
Any other thoughts on how the Cardinals or the ECAC conference in general will fare for 2014?
Well, we got 3 top 10 teams in our conference, so we've got a conference that we can be real proud of, and a lot of other member institutions and programs in our conference that we can be proud of, and are excited to see the ECAC represent themselves well all around the country. And with Mercyhurst, Seton Hill, and Lake Erie all top 10 teams, that gives our conference and our schedule instant strength, respect, and credibility. So I'm excited about all those teams and the way they're going to represent the ECAC this spring.
All right, Coach Kevin Dugan, thank you very much.
Thank you.